Press space to start. Press escape to quit.
Welcome, everyone, to the PTS. This is the Year 7 Season 3 PTS for Mutiny. Now, the new season, Mutiny, will start next month in December, and we are testing out everything beforehand to give the developers any feedback or any notes on tweaks that should happen before this actually gets released into the live game. Now, PTS, I get this asked quite a bit. What does PTS mean? It is the public test server. This is the new season, and they need people to test it out before they give it to the rest of the world. So because I do own this game on PC, we get access to the PTS for free. Now, if you own the game on PC, you can go to your ready to install category under your Ubisoft Connect and install the PTS yourself. Now, to get all of the new items and everything new coming to the game, it's pretty simple. You just go to a new character and go to Battle for Brooklyn. Now, this will not send you to Battle for Brooklyn. Spoilers. This is actually a way to get everything in the PTS immediately. Now, the developers have done this for years, and all you do is go to the latest skip point, which now it is Brooklyn, and you can see right here. So what it does is it spawns you into the game.
We got a distress call from an Agent Hoskins. Bell is ready to take you to Brooklyn.
And you get everything in the game.
Safe area detected.
So all of the new stuff immediately gets added to this character, and then you can put it either in the stash or you could just try it all out here and now. But what I am going to do is let's go ahead and just put some normal stuff on this character. Oh my gosh, I don't have anything normal on this character. Boop-a-doop-a-doo. So what you could do, 1, 2, uh-oh. And then we could pick up some of these free caches. And what this does is it unlocks everything for you. Now, the caches will give you an opportunity of getting random rolls. And all you do is you open up the cache, just tab over and tab back, because there's so many items that it's actually a lot faster to just go ahead and do it that way. And now you can see I have 45 in my inventory, and now I have all the money in the world.
Priority objective available, Agent.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch all my stuff out. I already have the Bighorn and the Ouroboros. And then what I'll do, put that MPX on. Ooh, and they give you a quick step. Stop it, dude. Stop it. And then you just go to your stash and you transfer everything that you want. So Lexington, Lockdown, the new Sheriff, the new Bittersweet. We're going to try out all of these today. The new Froth, the Lockdown. And just so you know, if you want to watch me do all of this live, I will be on Twitch. So just look me up on Twitch, and I will be playing all of this during the weekend. That way you can see all of this live. But I am just putting all of this together on my main character. And then that way, what I'm going to do is I'll show you everything new coming to the game. So Lingmo. Let's go ahead and do that. Booyah. That one does come fully maxed out. That sucks. Oh, the Turmoil's nice. So you get Turmoils, you get the Lexington, you get all of this for free. Just by making your new character. There we go. All right. So now everything is in my stash. What I can now do is just go to my main character and I have everything new in the game. Pretty simple. But wait, there's more, because I'm going to show you exactly how to max it out instantly here in the PTS, because they give you everything available. You can literally put all the builds together during the PTS, max it out, try it out, and have fun. It's not going to go to your main account. So you can, do some crazy stuff during this PTS and know that it's just all for testing purposes. But you can see right there, Mutiny, right here. Mutiny hotspot. So I'm going to be able to get a companion as well. So we'll do that too, but I just want to go ahead and show you all of the new stuff coming to the game. Let's see here. The little horn. Oh my gosh. That brings back memories. All right, so those are the new exotics. Here are the new named items. Let's go to... Oh, yep, I could use the quick step. There's the new gear set. The new... Come on, where's the brand set? What's it called again? Alloys? It's something alloys. Unit alloys, it is on the bottom. Damn. Fair enough. Concentrated company and then unit alloys. So it's all the way at the bottom. There we go. And then we have the new exotic chess piece, the beacon. And I am doing all of this live. So if you're watching this on YouTube, just note I am doing all of this live on Twitch. So come hang out. Say hi. And then if you have any questions, any builds you want me to put together during this PTS, just let me know during the live stream. That way I can put it together for you exactly the way you want. We can max it out and try it out. Because remember, the PTS gives you everything you need. So as long as you own the game on PC, you don't have to be level 40 or anything like that. It will give you everything. Just make a new character, and then you can put it all in your stash, put it on your main person, or just use that new character the whole time. It really doesn't matter. Yeah, that new named holster is going to be really strong. We're going to get some crazy strong builds in here. That's for sure. Concentrated company and unit alloy. Snow machine knee pads, turmoil, unit alloy. There we go. All right, I believe that's it. So now we're on my main character. I will be doing the companion and all that here in a bit, but I just wanted to show you everything new coming to the game. So first up, here is the brand new exotic shoddy. We also have a named shoddy, but this is the new exotic. So this one is not fully proficient or expertise upgraded or anything. So it's going to get a lot higher, okay? Probably more towards like 1.4, 1.5 million when everything's said and done. However, check this out. The talent is called Authentico. So it increases your weapon damage, your accuracy, and there's no damage drop-off. That's the big part, no damage drop-off. So there's no like optimal range that you need for this build. All you need is to spec either more into accuracy or just go straight damage, because this is going to be a sniping shotgun. It's going to be really, really crazy. The optimal range on here is 100. That's crazy. That's dude, the pestilence optimal range is 35. So the sheriff being at 100, that's a note. Come on, that's ridiculous. However, I will let you know now, the developers already confirmed that this will be hidden behind, or not hidden, it'll be locked behind the next climax mission. So at the end of next season, we will get this through the climax mission. All right? And it's called Sheriff. It's about to get real is the name of the shoddy. It sounds and looks really fun. Next up for the exotics, we have the new exotic M1A. So this is a fully auto M1A, and it has a drum magazine. However, it only holds 20 rounds, which is kind of dumb. In my opinion, I'm sorry. That's just the first thought I came to mind. You can note right here that there is an exotic skin that will be coming with this exotic. Some of these do not have it, like the sheriff does not have a skin coming with it, but you can see that the bittersweet does. Now, going back to the bittersweet, it says it's the best kind of double-edged. And what this does is it gives you headshots, and you can also heal. So you can heal your ally, and you can heal your skill. So it says here, through the talent Transfusion, hitting headshots will build up a stack. You can have a max of 8 stacks. When shooting an ally or skill, it will repair them for 50% of your shot's damage for each of those stacks. Healed allies will receive 50% of your repair skills as bonus armor. Now, just note, 50% of your repair skills as bonus armor. All right. So let me just test this out really quick. Let's just use anything that I could change the bottom. There we go. So repair skills. So half of it right here. So you're telling me that for every repair skills roll, they get 10% bonus armor? For every single repair skills roll, they get, that's crazy. So if you are running around with a healer build and you are using this exotic, not only are you going to get headshots guaranteed, but you're going to be able to heal your allies and give them millions of bonus armor. This is going to be insane in the membrane. What? Insane in the brain. It's going to be crazy. Now, not only that, but it says here that all hits are guaranteed headshots for 8 seconds after healing one of your allies or skills. Yeah, this is going to be crazy. So you're getting headshots guaranteed, you're healing, and you're giving them bonus armor. Yeah. I mean, you might as well just put that on a future initiative. Or you could put that on a refactor. Ooh. And then shoot your skills to heal your skills. Ooh, put that on a refactor. I'm going to do that this weekend. Hold on. Let me pull up my phone. Notes. Refactor. Bittersweet. All right. Got it. All right. So those are your 2 new exotic weapons. So we have the Bittersweet. That's your M1A that heals allies and skills, but then also gives them bonus armor. And if you do it right, you get guaranteed headshots. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool indeed. The other one is called Sheriff, and it just looks like a pretty standard shotty. It's all about the spread. You know, just go over here. Bow. So this one, no damage drop off, increased accuracy. I mean, I would probably go even more accuracy, to be honest with you, and then just see how stupid you could do that shotty. I mean, you might be able to one-tap people from like around the corner, down the block, around the corner, kid, from up the hill. Just wow, it's going to be crazy. Bittersweet's okay. It's not really going to be my type of play style. I don't really go for headshots with rifle builds, and I'm really not really, big into shooting my allies or skills, even to heal them. I don't know. I'll try it out. I'll give it the old college try. Next up for the weapons, we have the 2 new named weapons. Now, I know right off the rip, a lot of people were like making fun of them because of the magazine sizes. But just remember, this is with no attachments. So, yeah, you still get the plus 20 rounds. So it's not really 19. It's 39 in the magazine. And let's see if I go... Can't really go there. And then go damage there. Ooh. There we go. So first up, we have the Froth. And it says, sit tight. So the Froth is the brand new named Vector 9mm. Now, this Vector comes with perfect immobilize. So it has everything to do with ensnaring your enemy. Now, there's 2 different ways of doing this, okay? The first one is you could use the Scorpio in PvE. And remember, the Scorpio will make them... ensnare. It will put riot foam on them. Once that happens, you could switch over to this weapon and get the amplified damage. Or use the shotty and do the same thing. But the cool thing about this is if you just use this weapon by itself with, like, say, the riot foam, you could get enemies on ensnare after every 3 kills. So you're not really using your riot foam too much. And on top of that, if I were to look at my riot foam, where we at? Chem launcher, riot foam. So even with a tier 0, you get 2 ammo for your riot foam. That's not, I mean, it's okay. It's a 27-second cooldown because I'm at a tier 0. But still, we could even put ensnare duration on there. Booyah. And that's with the +1 ammo. So you get 2 in the ammo, and every 3 kills you ensnare another enemy. I mean, that's really not bad. But that is the new named vector. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is PvP. Because I know a lot of people are like, why does this matter? Why ensnare? It is one of the status effects, right? So we have a amplified damage talent for nearly all of the status effects. You know, Thunderstrike for shock. We have Eyeless for blind. We have Sadist for bleed, Ignited for burn. So it makes sense, right? Perfect Immobilized for ensnare. I get it. But for PvP, man, this is going to suck for PvP. Just so you know. Say you're running around with a Pestilence build, or say you're running around with a St. Elmo's engine, or say you're running around with a Capacitor, or a Lady Death, or an Ouroboros, or whatever, right? Let's just say you're using whatever build you want. All you have to do is put this as your secondary and put a Riot Foam on, and this is your cheat code. I mean, let's be real. You could use this. Let's see if I have a good build, for example, here. Right here. So here's my typical PvP build here on PlayStation, okay? So what you're saying is I don't even use a secondary weapon, and I don't really use my Seekers. So you're saying that now, just because, if I'm in a bind, right, I would probably go with the Shoddy. If I'm in a bind, I could easily just switch up my build to this right here. And now I have a Pestilence build that goes ham. And then whenever someone gets too close, I whip out the freaking Riot Foam and then 2-tap them with a freaking Shoddy. Like, come on, man. What are we talking about here? All it's going to do is make all of my PvP builds even stronger, because now I have a contingency plan. Now I have a fallback. It's like, oh, you want to rush me? All right, Riot Foam, boom, boom, you're dead. I mean, come on. Unless you're running around with a bonk build or a full hazard build, maybe you could get away with it. But this is going to knock out 99% of the builds out there. So I don't know. I'm kind of like hit and miss with this. Not only that, but I have a tier 3 Riot Foam in PvP. You see that? And that's with a +5 ammo. So then I could shoot 5 people with Riot Foam and get the amplified damage for free? Come on. Come on. And this one's at a 1.2 million base damage without expertise or anything on it. Like this is just, it's going to 2-tap anybody. So as far as PvP goes, these new named items are going to be shaking up the meta, because a lot of people are going to be switching to Riot Foam now. A lot. Because this is basically a cheat code. It's like, oh, you're about to lose the PvP engagement? Here, let me Riot Foam you and use free amplified damage. Booyah. I mean, at least back in the day, if you got Riot Foamed, you could like get out of it before they get like their bighorn stacks up. But this one, it relies on you being Riot Foamed. So it's like they're going to Riot Foam you on purpose and get that amplified damage. I don't know. As far as PvP, it's going to be something. It's going to be something. Now, as far as the other named item, this is the Lockdown. Let's see what I would put on here. Probably accuracy. Probably rate of fire. So this is... Ooh, I like that weapon skin. Cheetah. I dig it. I dig it. All right, so here is the new named Shoddy. So same thing, perfect immobilize. All you have to do is get them on Riot Foam. Bada bing, bada boom, they go down. It's going to be even better in PvP, or in PvE. It's going to be very annoying in PvP. I can already see it now. I can already hear all the Riot Foams just surrounding us. All right, so that is it for your weapons, yeah? So all of your weapons are done. Let's switch back to that build. And now let's talk about, let's see, are there any new pistols? Negative. Those were all the new exotic weapons and named weapons. All right. Now, of course, you will be able to add the normal talent. So let's see, if we go to our library, you can put the normal immobilized talent on your normal weapons. So say you want it on like the SPAS 12 or the 612 shotgun, you could do that. Or say you want to put this on like a LMG or an AR, you can do that as well. But that is all the new weapon talents, all the new named weapons and exotic weapons. Now let's talk about the exotic gear items. And it's only one. It is the beacon. So the beacon is all red. So you're going to get weapon damage and double crit. All red. And it comes with the talent Bond. So there are two different buffs. Whichever buff has the higher, if you have both of these enabled, only one of them is going to give you the buff, and that's the one with the higher numbers. So here's how it works. The one with the higher numbers is when you're near an ally. So if you're near your skill or anyone's skills, you will get half of the buff. So the trick is you want to have a skill that is near you at all times, and then you want to get near an ally. And then that way, if the ally runs away or goes down or something, you'll still have your buff from your skill. So here's how it goes. The first one is both you and your allies will receive crit hit damage, skill efficiency, and armor regeneration whenever you are within 10 meters of them. However, if you're within 10 meters of your skills, you get half. You still get crit damage, skill efficiency, and armor regeneration. It's just at half. So whichever buff you have, the higher buff will be the one that's active. So if you are near your skills, you will forever have that buff. But if an ally gets near you, you'll get double the buff. That's all. It was confusing a lot of people because it was showing all these different numbers and all these different buffs. But all it is either you're near an ally or a skill. You can be next to both, but the ally gives you more buffs. So you want to be near an ally. And it'll give your ally the buff too, so it kind of benefits them being near you as well. So just run together and you're good to go. Pretty cool. Now, the beacon. This exotic chess piece, here, let's switch. There we go. That exotic chess piece and this exotic weapon. So both of these exotics are going to be behind the seasonal reward track. So you'll be able to earn these. The shotgun, though, the sheriff shotgun is going to be locked behind the climax mission. So everyone will be farming to get the bittersweet and the beacon, and then we'll all be waiting to get the sheriff. Next up, we have the new gear set. So let's talk about that. Because the new brand set comes with the new named items as well. And that's going to be a whole other thing. But here is the new gear set. And it's called Concentrated Company. Where's my coffee? All right. So this one is, it's actually kind of fun. If you had someone running this, someone running Refactor, someone running Striker, and someone running, I don't know, like a turret drone build, you guys would be unstoppable. Truly, truly unstoppable. So here's how this gear set works. It's really fun, and it's going to be very, very deadly. Now it says, hold on. Let's change to PvP just in case. Nothing changes there. Okay. Let's look at the buffs for the chess piece. Nothing changes there. Look at these. 50%, 8. Nothing changes there. Sheriff, 35%. No damage drop off. Oop. Okay. No changes there. Amplified damage. No changes there. Okay. So there are absolutely no changes for PvP, just so you know. So everything I'm reading to you and everything I'm showing you will also be available in PvP. Nothing has changed. Okay. So with that being said, here is your Concentrated Company gear set. Now, because the chess piece is on, we would get 5 marks instead of 3. And with the backpack, we would get 5% damage per stack instead of 3. So with that being said, the Concentrated Company gear set bonuses for the 2-piece, we get weapon damage 10%, For the 3-piece, we get weapon handling of 30%. Now, the 4-piece is where it gets fun. It comes with the talent camaraderie. Now, you're basically getting everyone to work together. So it says here, shooting an enemy will mark them for 7 seconds. When a marked enemy dies, you will receive 1 stack for each ally or skill that contributes to killing that enemy. So if all of you are shooting that enemy and all of your skills are shooting that enemy, you're going to get multiple stacks at once. Now it says that the max stacks is 35 and the stacks will decay every 10 seconds. The maximum number of marks that can be placed would be 3 typically. Now, because of the chess piece, you get to mark up to 5 enemies, okay? So say a new spawn happens and you're in front of the spawn door. If you shoot the 5 enemies that spawn out of that spawn door, and then all of your allies and all of their skills are shooting those enemies as well, you're going to get to max stacks really quick. So the way max stacks is going to work is you're going to get 5% weapon damage per stack. So that's 175% weapon damage? Right? Right? I think so. Yeah. Let me do the calculator. I just did that in my head, but I'm pretty sure I just got that right. So 5%, yeah, 175. Yeah. So you're going to get 175% weapon damage with this build. That's more than Striker. That's more than Heartbreaker. That's more than everything. Because even tipping scales would only give you crit damage. Umbra only gives you crit damage. This gives you weapon damage. So if you were to use this with a Pestilence, you're getting another 175% weapon damage. That goes directly towards your Pestilence ticks. Not only that, but wait, there's more, because you're going to get more crit. If you're raising your base damage by 175%, that's also raising your crit. So this is going to be a very, very strong gear set. Just put this with like Refactor. That way they have to hit enemies with their skills and their weapons and they heal you. So do that with this and then have like a Striker build and then have like a turret drone build and you're perfect. Because then you have everyone shooting the enemies, you have multiple skills shooting the enemies, everyone's getting to max stacks, everyone's getting healed, everybody's happy. I mean, this is going to be a shoo-in for legendary content because an extra 175% weapon damage is redonkulous. That's crazy. Crazy. And we haven't even gotten to the good stuff yet. So we have a new brand set. And some new named items along with this brand set. And this is going to be a new meta in the game. Just so you know. I'm calling it. I'm calling it here. I'm calling it now. This is going to be the new meta. Now, again, if you want to watch me test out all this, and you want to see new builds and things like that, go over to my Twitch right now at Kamikazevondoom. And I'm doing all this live. Just so you know. All right. Let's talk about this. So here is the new brand set with the new 2 named items. So the 2 named items are going to be your chest piece and your holster. Starting with, I don't want to spoil it. Let's start with the brand set. So the new brand set is immediately going to be in the top tier for best brand sets in the game. This is called Unit Alloys. So the 1 piece gives you rate of fire, which immediately makes everyone's ears perk up. They're like, what? Rate of fire? Okay. The 2 piece gives you 20% AR damage bonus. So that is going to help out your Lexingtons, your St. Elmo's engines, your EBs, your Bighorns. Come on, you name it. But then the 3 piece gives you 50% magazine size. That's more than True Patriot. That's more than the Zoo brand set. That's more than pretty much everything besides Brazos. So you could put this with Brazos and get 100% magazine size for really nothing. It's really cool. This is going to be a very, very strong brand set. Now, the two named items that are going to be with this brand set, we'll start with the holster. So here's the new named holster. It's called Salvo. So the Salvo is the named unit alloys holster with rate of fire as an attribute. So you're going to be able to get rate of fire from the one-piece bonus, and you're going to get rate of fire from the attribute at the same time. So you'll get 13% rate of fire for the one item. So this is going to end up being one of the best in slot items because it gives you 13% rate of fire just for having this one item. That's very, very strong. Now, the chest piece is where everyone's getting happy. So here we go. Drum roll, please. The Equalizer. So the Equalizer is the new Unit Alloys chess piece with Perfect Obliterate. So Perfect Obliterate is a talent that a lot of people have been asking for years. Now, Perfect Obliterate is going to act just like normal Obliterate. So your crit hits will increase your weapon damage. But the normal Obliterate would cap out around 20. This one, 24. So you're getting 4% weapon damage while using a better brand set. Excuse me, sorry. And yes, I did get a double crit just for the first one that I got here. Pretty cool. So, unit alloys with Perfect Obliterate and rate of fire for your named items. Then we have the Concentrated Company. That's going to end up being one of the best, gear sets in the game for PvE content. The Beacon is going to be ridiculously strong as long as you're near your allies. That's going to be really cool. The new weapons aren't bad. The Sheriff is going to be the big ticket item, but that's going to be hidden or locked behind the next climax mission. So there's still a few months before we can use that, but we will have access to the Bittersweet, the Froth, and the Lockdown come day 1 of Year 7, Season 3. But this is everything new coming to the Division 2 next season. Now, we have not talked about the modifiers, and we have not talked about the companions, and that's on purpose. I'm going to use that for a different video, okay? Because there's so much information. I just wanted to show you all of the new stuff coming to the game, and then we can talk about the companion and the modifiers. Because the companion is just a modifier feature for one season. It's not something new that's going to be permanent in the game. It's just going to be a modifier feature for one season. So that's why I'm going to cut it there. And if you want to see all of this live and whatnot, just follow me over there on Twitch, and you can get all this information before my next YouTube video. But that's it for me. I am Kamikazevondoom. I am currently in the PTS, and we're going to have some fun. Let me know what builds you want me to test. Let me know what you want to see, and we'll make it happen. But that's it for me. Take care of yourself. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you in the next one, all right? Yeah, peace out.